And we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Beyond Babbitt. This is your host, Brian Anthony, reporting for duty. Hey, Joe Berlin, how's it going? Man, I just want to come on here and talk about some strange things that's been going on. Maybe a reason that they told us to prep for 3 to 6 months. Yeah, we live. So, as you guys may already know, they're blaming the outage. Okay, so 911 has been down. 911 has been down. It started like in Washington State, but it's all over the U.S. now. It's sporadic places, even in North Texas. It's a lot of counties around that 911 hasn't been working. It's out. It's down. And they're saying they're working on it. And they're blaming it on CenturyLink. Man, it's sunshine, but the wind is kind of cool out here. Lift this thing up. Okay, so they're blaming it on CenturyLink. Oh, and the ATM machines went down too. In some places, the ATMs are not working. And they said, don't worry, it's just an internet outage. They're gonna fix it. Stock market has been relatively. Am I back? Yeah, I think I'm back. I saw them turning me off, man. It's strange. They don't like that talk. Regardless. So, all right, appreciate it. So, the ATMs were down. Credit card machines were down. That's why you got to have some on-hand cash. If this is SHFT, the stuff hit the fan, a lot of people out of commission in those places. I kicked you out too? Wow, look at that. Look at that. Man, when that truth come out, it hurt them. It hurt them. So they got to start kicking people out the live and everything. Oh, man, kicking me off. Man. So, yeah, because, okay, now let's talk about the next thing wow. So they have the blue lights. It was the blue lights. It was in New York. Okay. Actually, one of my subscribers notified me of it yesterday before I saw it on the news, and it's been pretty widely reported now that they said a transformer went out. But the whole sky, the transformer, what they showed was like in one spot, a little fire, but the whole sky was blue for I'm like if it was a shadow, it was like the shadow would be 1,000 times bigger than the little thing that was on fire. And so it was one little thing that was on fire. But I saw some videos this morning. I should have loaded them. One of them said busted because it looked like two different sources. Looked like it was a source in the sky and then a source on the ground. And it was like fire that and they said it was a transformer, but it glowed for a long time, and and then some strange sounds, crackling sounds, and then the lights went out. But not all the lights went out. It was still some lights on. I'm like, oh, they didn't hit the right button. And so my thinking on that is that the source was actually in the sky because the whole sky was blue, and it beamed to that little spot and made it burn and smoke to the little spot. So they're saying that the source was at the bottom at this transformer, and it made it glow all the way across the sky for miles and miles. But I'm saying it's the opposite. It's actually the source was they were somehow made the energy build up and beamed it to this little spot to made it get some smoke and a little fire to be like, here, there you go. And okay. And so they said the transformer was exploding, but I think it was like an EMP weapon, guys. I think it was an EMP weapon. Yeah. So we put those things together, and then the government is shut down, right? They're saying that the food stamp money runs out at the end of January if the government is not open back up. Okay? That's going to cause civil unrest, don't you think? Don't you think? I don't know, guys. This could be the big one. And the storm Ebony is coming. They said it'll be here by the weekend. And it's supposed to, Storm Ebony is supposed to knock out, well, it's supposed to trap, they say, 4 million people traveling. And then they said it might knock out power, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the whole power plant, huh? Yeah. It just I don't know. Because the report said a transformer. It didn't say the power plant. So something about that. Something about that is just not right. Yes, Denise Hill, you're right. He does have us. He does have us. But this is the perfect time for a perfect storm. Yeah, it's a possibility. And then they said after that the military helicopters were flying. This is the perfect time for a perfect storm. The storm Ebony is coming. Power might go out from several different reasons. From transformers blowing. From the cold. Food stamps getting cut off at the end of January. That's like one more month. I mean, shoot, we're about to go into new year next week. Inshallah, Lord willing. Right. It's the perfect time for a perfect storm. The new system is ready, guys. It's waiting on us. Just think, if this system goes down, they're not going to bring this system back up. They're going to bring up the new one. You're going to have to get with the program. Or else. That one, you know, I didn't even watch the whole thing yet. I have to go back and watch the whole thing. But, yeah. Right. Yep. Yep. Reset time. Reset time. Ain't being put to death. And yeah, it's interesting stuff. We'll see. We'll see. But I do know something is happening, especially with everybody, all our troops coming back, all this equipment coming back, all this stuff happening around the world. And yeah, the dollar is toast. They just lifted the stock market up one more time. But we'll see what happens to the stock market by closing. Because it could be bad. It could really be bad. No movement, little to no movement. But yeah, we do need to stand together. We need to implement. We need to implement our plan. They're implementing theirs. Buff. Yeah, they don't want. But anyway, we had some really interesting coincidences going on today, with the 911 being down, with the internet being down. I thought it was just in Washington State, but then even in North Texas, I saw it's different news clips all over the internet where it's down, and they're all blaming it on CenturyLink. I mean, I didn't know the whole America was hooked up with one company. Go figure. But then credit card machines were down and ATMs were down as well. And then the blue lights across the country. So anyway, guys, I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm protected by the Father. The Father. And me got eyes in the back of me head. Yeah. Anyway, guys, let me go on and get out of here. And Godspeed, God bless. It's your host, your host, Brian Anthony Beyond Babbitt. Over and out.